Hello and welcome to Willow Talk. Adam Peacock with Alyssa Healy.
Hi.
How are you?
Very well.
And special guest, Alyssa Sthalekar. How are you, Alyssa?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Come in close. Come in close.
Sorry.
There's a microphone there. We want to hear
I
you.
forget how this all works.
You have to hold this one.
Are you sure?
Hall of Famer, World Cup great. What else, Heels, should we use in the intro for Alyssa?
Like basically wiped all our nappies when we were coming through the pathway program. Was running Cricket New South Wales at the time, so just add that to the list.
Did what with your nappies?
I don't know. It felt like we were still in nappies. Yeah,
You two were, especially her and Elise Perry.
Oh, yeah? What was that experience like for
Tweedledum
you?
and Tweedledee, really.
Who was Tweedledum?
me.
And you know what? We always pointed the finger at this one, but it was Elise Perry that instigated most of it.
I've been saying that for so long, and no one ever believes me that that's actually what happened. But no one believes me, and I'm like, the truth will come out one day.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Cool.
Elise looks too sweet, whereas you...
That's what she used to her advantage.
Look at it. It's annoying the crap out of her already. So we're going to have a look at the world of cricket recently as a whole, and we'll preview the Women's World Cup, which is coming up in October in India and Sri Lanka. We're looking forward to that. You're taking a tour group there as well, and you've come prepared. You're actually in the tour group shirt already.
Just in case anyone has missed this. Look, to be fair, when I played in 2005, the World Cup in South Africa, there was a very small group of family and friends that actually made the trip over. And it was kind of nice to look up into the stands and see familiar faces. And then thankfully we won and we had a great night afterwards with them. Rena Hall was on that tour, and Alyssa knows how much I love India as well. And there's probably a bit of a fear amongst cricket fans here. Oh, what do I do if I go to India? I'm not quite sure. So it was a bit of trying to create an atmosphere and a fan base for people that love the Australian women's side and women's cricket in general, but also to kind of tick off a World Cup, India, the Taj Mahal, a bit of an experience, sit in a stadium, which is pretty spectacular when it's absolutely full, that atmosphere, and hopefully grow it. Because I look on TV, I watch the Australian men's team play in the West Indies, and there's this big fan group that are there, and I'm like, why isn't anyone doing it for the women's team? That's how it kind of started. So Rena Hoare and myself, co-founder, we're fumbling our way through all of this, but we've got a small little group, and I think because I believe it's the first of its kind in women's cricket, it's just getting the word out there that there's some opportunities instead of individuals just trying to do it, and especially this World Cup where fixtures have changed, venues have changed, can be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that country and you're not quite sure, well, it's all right, you can leave it to us.
Yeah, logistically you have to be agile, I'm tipping, with a tour group, and then especially if you're travelling to India. Like you say, some of the venues have changed and because of issues that have gone over there.
And then also, depending on which team you're following, where are they playing in the semi-finals? You can't pre-book that, can you? Because it depends on where they go. So that's why I think it's a little bit easier putting the headache on someone else.
Are Greg and Sandy booked in yet?
No, but I'll speak to Greg and Sandy about that.
My mum and dad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're definitely there on that.
But I have a feeling they have a few contacts that they know in India. That's one place that they know.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We're going to feature a player every week here for the men's Ashes too, and today we're going to talk about Ben Duckett. So we'll talk about that and finish with a few predictions from Lisa this summer as well. And we've come up with a little game. You don't even know about this as well. It's who would you have to bat for your life, bowl for your life, and stroke field for your life. So there you go. Well, you're looking at me strangely.
I've got like 40 minutes to think about that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not one of those.
No.
Will be me.
No. This is purely for Lisa today. So
one of those will be me.
Now, make sure you check out our social media channels at Willow Talk Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Plus, check out our YouTube channel at Listener Sport for the full-length episodes and shorts. Leave us a comment under those videos as well. Any advice, good or bad, we'll take it on board and try and correct it if it's bad and try and double down on it if it's good. Yeah.
No, we love the bad ones.
No, we love the bad ones. Yeah. Yeah, we embrace it.
Too much golf chat. Well, sit down.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing after this?
Training.
Right answer.
She didn't want to say for what sport, though. We're going to put the call out for the worst umpiring stories as well, and the best one next week that our hosts choose, heels or hads, will get the pair of padded Kookaburra gloves. Brad did message and saying, I clean bowled a guy and the keeper was up at the stumps. The umpire said it hit his gloves and bounced onto the stumps, not out. We ended up losing by a wicket. Have you got a shocker that you can remember off the top of your head? Bad umpiring stories?
Were you playing in that club game where we talked the umpire into someone nicked it onto their pad or hit their pad? Something like that. I was telling Adam about this story at club
How can
cricket.
you negotiate a dismissal?
I know, club cricket you can.
I felt like it was Leonie Coleman batting and she smashed one on the front pad and got given out LBW. It was like halfway off the field and we were like, she hit it. Like told the umpire and he goes, oh, did she? And I was like, yes. And she goes, oh, come back.
I can understand that. No, I can understand that. I thought it was the reverse, as if the batter wasn't given out, and then you talked to the umpire and said, no, she was actually out.
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah. You got one of those from your career? Not one bad umpiring story.
Oh, look, there's been some shockers, but it's a long time ago, Adam, for me, seriously. It's black and white.
So, listeners, please let us know of your shockers, and if there's video evidence as well, you're a better chance of wearing these padded Kookaburra. They're the bowlers' batting gloves, the ones that have the shields on them. So, Heels organised it through her friends at Cooker, so well done.
Speed dial.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, they did it off their own bat. So,
and don't forget to leave those reviews on Spotify and Apple as well. So let's get to it. Lisa,
Okay.
Heels, first impression, what was it?
Underage, we used to have talented athlete programs like camps out at Narrabeen. You would have been in primary school.
I was 12.
Yeah. And so you have normally 15s, 17s, 19s, everyone comes together. And so we have to do activities, obviously cricket skills, then there's some school activities, and then we do some fun stuff at night. And so we got the girls to come up with some kind of skit. This one comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder. Lisa, can we go outside onto the ground? And I'm like, why? Oh, we just need to get something from there. I don't know if you remember this. And you came back and you had painted Merv Hughes' moustache and you had this skit. I can't remember what the skit was, but she was a little shit all the way through. Still is.
You don't remember this?
No, the only thing I remember about that camp, and I won't name names, but two of the players decided that they'd do glove boxing.
Yeah.
To their credit, they wore their helmets, but they were batting gloves on and had it like a boxing match. And I distinctly remember someone being knocked out, so there was no concussion.
With a helmet on?
There. Oh, yeah. These were two stronger athletes in our side at the time.
You're not going to name names, are you?
No, and the smaller one knocked the big one out, so it was wild.
And thankfully, I was not told of this.
Till now. I remember sitting on my bunk going, whoa.
Intimidation factor for Lisa?
She was a little bit scary. I mean, she wasn't overly a lot bigger than me. She was still quite short back then, but
and I'm shrinking as I speak.
Who's taller?
Me. For the minute.
Quite sure.
Debatable.
For the minute. No, I thought back then it was really cool because Lisa was playing for Australia. You were captaining Australia at the time, not just then.
New South Wales, I was captaining.
Yeah, and you've got an Australian player running the pathway program for New South Wales. So all of us, obviously, she had the respect of the group. While it may not seem like it, we always listened. I thought that was really cool. I mean, to have access to some of the best minds in the country because they're helping you out was really cool.
Yeah, and seeing those young players come through, which have become generational talents, and the Australian women's cricket team always had a great history. We've won trophies since the day dot of women's cricket. But you, as a more senior player, to the players that are still, I was almost going to say hanging
Senior.
on now, but senior players now. What was that process like for you about trying to kind of pass on that ability that we're the best in the world and you have to carry yourself that way?
One thing was evident. Cricket New South Wales was wonderful. They invested heavily in women's cricket before they basically had to, before integration occurred. Lisa Kitely was in my role previously. Christina Matthews was a development officer. So, you think of those names and you think, wow, look at what they've achieved post that. But they invested heavily. New South Wales was always successful. So there was a level of expectation how we ran our programs. We were trying to make it almost mimic an Australian program. And the sooner we got the younger girls understanding those expectations, hopefully that would translate into New South Wales still dominating, and then those players, when they step up into the Australian system, that they would be able to contribute straight away. And we were thankful for that kind of 10, 15-year period. The Australian team was predominantly a New South Wales team, and then the next generation coming through were also New South Wales players. So it was kind of fascinating for me, because I had these young girls who were under me in the high performance program. Then they came into the New South Wales team, became teammates, then into the Australian team, and then we all became friends. And then now I sit back and talk rubbish about these guys.
She doesn't tell the truth, thankfully.
But
do you ever sit there in commentary and go, "Oh, I could tell this story about this person right now, but I might just park it for today"?
Look, to be fair, when I stepped into the commentary box, it was kind of the first time there was more attention onto the women's side, and it wasn't just the fluffy stories. It was like, okay, let's call a spade, which probably rubbed the players initially up the wrong way, because obviously I know them fairly well, and they probably may have taken it a bit personal or something. And it was probably me trying to figure out, well, how much of the information do I really know? Does the audience need to know as well? So there have been times where Alyssa has told me a lot of things, injury-wise or other things, and no one else needs to know. Yeah.
But what about stories like going on a World Cup in 2013 and not playing, like tourist stories? Any of those?
Look, there's some cracking stories more from youth side of things. Where
this is dangerous, Adam.
Does this feel like
and this is not about me.
This is your life. No, This is the thing I've really come to appreciate. She hates it when she has to talk about herself, and she hates it even more when people are talking about her when she's in the room.
Yeah.
Should I leave?
You can. I think we'd have a great show. Look, to be fair, when she came into the Australian team, how old were you?
19.
Yeah. And also the 2010 T20 World Cup in the West Indies. Didn't expect to play. Jodie Fields was supposed to be fit and able and ready to go, and unfortunately hamstring
like a week out.
Snapped again, I think, the second time. And so the West Indies trip is a pretty good one to be on.
That's what I'm saying. That's like it was circled.
But see, we were the only side that didn't have restrictions on the team. So other teams were told, no, you're not going to have any alcohol.
Curfews.
Curfews. You're going to be, whereas we were like, meet at the bar, well, let's go down through the list of each cocktail. Whilst we're here, we might as well enjoy it.
Check them all off.
It's my first taste of rum punch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you been back since?
Yep.
And they serve it really well. There's not a lot of punch. It's just plenty of rum.
Brilliant. What about the World Cups that you actually played in and played very well? It's 20 years since 2005. So you went all right in that final. Karen Rolton, a century, I think, got you for player of the match. And it is wonderful.
She can get me.
Yeah. And it is quite fitting, isn't it, that Karen Rolton's got a ground named after it, where it is a absolute batting paradise.
Adam, I don't think you appreciate it. I got to play maybe one or two, I think one season for the Breakers when Karen was still playing for South Australia.
Yeah.
And I had fielded that first year for the Breakers. And my first game was at Gully. They'll put me at Gully. I dropped one in like the first over. But we went and played them there at Adelaide Oval number 2. Some idiot, whoever was captain, put me at short cover when she was batting. And I was like, she hit one. She hit one, and I think I put my hand somewhere near it and then went, no, thank you. And went for 4, and I was like, do not put me in there again.
Your favourite trophy lift out of the ones that you did happen to do throughout your great career?
There were a few trophy lifts, which was pleasing. I think you can't separate them because each time was with a different group. Different memories, different build-up. Obviously, your first always means a lot. So 2005. And then it was with a Belinda Clark at the helm, Catherine Fitzpatrick, Lisa Kitely, Julie Hayes, Karen Rolton, like the list goes on and on. The Blackwells were there as well. So that was really special. But also the final one for me was 2013, a place where my father, that ground had been taken as a young boy. to watch the game, who then instilled it into me. So it was kind of a nice end to a circle of me finishing my career in India.
Yeah, really nice. Absolutely. And I guess the ones you miss out on really stand out in Australian cricket, because I liken the Australian women's side to when, say, the All Blacks don't win something big in men's rugby union, or they've gone off a bit now, but the Brazilian men's soccer team, it's like, okay, we didn't win, and it's like an easy acceptance of it. It's like, freaking hell, what happened there?
Funnily enough, the teams always get better after that.
That's what I mean.
It sounds so dumb, because we shouldn't be referring to the World Cups as the one we lost, but that's like how it's referred to within our group. But it's tended to make us a lot better.
2017 was exactly the same for you guys.
Yeah, it made us a lot better. The T20 World Cups as well, we lost in 2016 in India and then went on to win the next few. So it's like, it's fascinating how it works, but it's also a lot of pressure to be held under a lot.
Lisa, I don't know if you've got anyone helping with your invoicing, but I've got down here that you've been commentating the MLC, bit of PSL, WPL, been around the world 7 times probably in the last 12 months. Slightly jealous. I'm stuck here in Sydney.
She's
where it's been
holidayed
raining
a lot.
the whole time. It's
There's little holidays here and there. Come on, let's be fair.
Best one to commentate on? You got WBBL, obviously, and you commentate for 7 throughout the summer.
Probably in the last 6 months, I did the MLC for the first time. So I was fascinated to kind of go over there and see what the crowds are like, see what the standard, the pitch. The teams were good. The contest was great. Came down to the last over, last ball. The venues were great. It was just weird hearing American accents being around a cricket ground. But I really enjoyed that. I mean, from a commentary point of view, they worked us hard. I think we only had about 2 or 3 days off. It was night after night after night. But the cricket was really good. And when the cricket is good and there's kind of the stadium has got some energy, you're always up and about as a commentator. So that was probably the most exciting tournament that I've done since, probably January. And then the PSL is always good because you always play a lot of golf in between. So I worked on my golf game there. That was quite fun.
Don't hate us in the comments, by the way.
Dodged a few drones in this one. It was always exciting. We were waving over the...
Don't start it again.
We were waving over the border.
We actually were.
Died down.
We were messaging a lot during that time because obviously Alyssa and Mitch were in India and I was in Pakistan. So we were keeping each other abreast of what was happening.
We were refreshing the local news feeds because you couldn't get either side. Yeah. You got your own. So we were like, this is what our side's saying. This is what our side's saying.
And meanwhile, I'm back here in Australia reading all the news reports, putting things on the group chat going, Jesus, what's going on over there?
Hope you guys are all right. Fingers crossed to see you.
What about the calibre of cricketer that you sometimes get sit next to, a legendary status type thing? Is there anyone you've gone, oh shit, I'm sitting next to this person and I'm commentating with him, I better not speak out of turn here? Yeah,
I think that initially happened when I went over to India and did IPL. Had Sonny Gavaskar, Ian Bishop, he's the biggest gentle giant, but then suddenly when that booming voice, you kind of get startled next to him when he decides to turn the volume up. KP, all of these people that have achieved so much. But thankfully, they were all really welcoming into the commentary box. Yeah. And I guess at that time in 2015, 2016, when the females got invited to be part of the IPL commentary, there was the 4 of us, Isha Gua, myself, Mel Jones, Anjum Chopra. We needed to be able to kind of assert why we were there, not just to be a female and every now and again say something, but to pass on our opinions, our thoughts, and what we saw. So I'm just trying to think who was probably kept me quiet. Maybe I reckon NASA the first time because I had held him in such high esteem, having listened to him. And you're like, okay, I make sure I say something intelligent. That's the thing. And I the World Cup in 2022 was the first time I'd worked with Ian Smith.
He's so good. He's my favourite.
Yeah,
and
Smothy.
Yeah, need to get him here.
And he's very, very funny. And I had to kind of just cover the mic and say a few things that are a little bit funny just so that he understands it's all right, we're good here. And then we were fine. And then the banter on commentary was great, so which was perfect.
Oh, awesome. You're with Seven this summer, aren't you? So you get Stuart Broad this summer.
We do.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be nailed every session of every test.
Oh,
match.
especially when it gets to the Gabba and everyone's going to bring out their old Stuart Broad as a shit bloke T-shirts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it's already started, and I saw him over in England, and I said, "Good luck," and that's all.
I actually think it's going to be really good for him. He'll cop it, but he'll come out and we'll see a different side of Stuart Broad on.
I know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to be that good. He's going to be that good that everyone's going to go, "Jeez, he's bloody good."
That's a shame.
He's fantastic.
We have to like him.
Like, I remember a time when Ian Botham was like, Ian Botham, he's a pain in the ass because he was that good and he was that much of a competitor. And now he's like one of us. We love him.
He's also like Broady. He's like doing the 100 and stuff at the moment, and he's out there signing autographs, taking photos with the fans. He's actually so engaged in that side of it. So I think the Aussies will end up falling in love with him, sadly.
Are you doing Fox over the men's, or you got too much cricket to play?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a break, so I'll hopefully do a couple of tests, which will be cool.
Which tests are you doing?
This stage, hopefully Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney. So
See you in Adelaide.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I don't know actually if the Fox publicity department have released their commentary roster for this. This year,
so keep that on the download, everyone. But,
correct.
No, that's when I'm free. So
whether they pick me up,
whether they draft me in or not, draft me in. Come on.
You're half a chance.
Yeah,
I reckon Steve Crawley, Joe Bromlin there at Fox, half a chance. And what about the women's Ashes? Reflecting on that and what that was like as a. Just big smile on your face, 16-0 over here. But as a contest, and this is going to bleed into the Women's World Cup, what we're about to see, because England have a really good record at the Women's World Cup, the 50-over World Cup. What that has done to English cricket, and obviously there's been a high-profile coaching change, but has that given them the old school Australian cricket Argus report, put a rocket up them to fix everything? Or
yeah, well, obviously reviews happened, and Heather Knight resigned as captain, and John Lewis was moved on. Their performances against India, I would imagine Charlotte Edwards is kind of saying we're tracking in the right direction. We're all those kind of cliches. Looking at their squad. And looking at the lack of fast bowling experience that they have, I think that could potentially be a concern. But are they trying to? It's a hard one for Charlotte because she's literally taking over with a small window of time before her next ICC event. How much can you actually change the brands, change the style, all of that in that period of time to win a World Cup? I don't think we're going to see her impact on the team until maybe another 6 months after the World Cup, potentially.
Well, that's the beauty of it. Like, the beauty is not the right word, but I think as an Australian it is. They've got a T20 World Cup. They're hosting it next July as well. So that's a big ask for a new coach to come in. I feel like they almost need to succeed to justify the changes that they've made, and then to ask them to do that in a 50-over World Cup, which is one of the hardest ones to win, and then at home in a T20 World Cup with a brand new side.
Listen to this. Putting heat on them.
No, I'm not one bit. I feel for Lottie because I know Lottie quite well and know the way she operates, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure, but I think she's probably been quite strong behind the scenes and going, this isn't going to happen overnight. Give us time.
Correct.
But yeah, they've got a lot to do.
But I'd be fascinated. The 3 fast bowlers they've taken. I think Lauren Bell. She's played 25 ODIs, Emma Arlett 3, and Lauren Filer, 10?
14 or something.
14.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of experience going into a World Cup. And Indian pitches aren't the ragging, turning pitches that they used to be, right? So I just found that a very interesting selection.
So Australia's fixtures, we start with New Zealand, then we head over October 4 and 6 to play 2 games in Colombo because it's co-hosted by Sri Lanka and India, which is lucky because Pakistan are into it. We'll leave that to one side, obviously.
It's not actually co-hosted. It's just India.
We just do a detour via Colombo.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Because that's where India, Pakistan are slated to play their game.
Yep.
So hopefully it all happens. Anyway,
I think they've
nice that Sri Lanka get a home World Cup.
It is nice, isn't it, that they get some home games as well. Anyway.
It's like us playing 2022 in New Zealand and Australia. Oh, wait.
India, Bangladesh, England, South Africa, the group stage matches. I love the fact, and you've both played in World Cups where you like back in the day it was the Super Sixes, and you got results carrying over from group stages.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage. So it's just one group.
Yep.
Top 4, you can play the semis. Top 2, go and play the final.
That's
Easy.
the best bit about the ODI World Cup. You got to beat everyone and beat everyone to win the World Cup, and that's awesome. Like T21, not the case. You don't have to necessarily beat everyone to get the job done. Not commenting on anything, but you got to do it. You got to beat everyone and play consistent, and it's bloody hard work.
And no pressure, Australia, but you've won all 3 in India that have been staged there. Australia with 7 World Cup victories in total. England 4. New Zealand with the one India runner-up twice, but obviously they're a much better conveyance in the modern day, and this squad is very, very good. But we'll go back to the last game played at a Women's 50-over World Cup, and someone had a good day out from memory.
Yeah, Nat Siver played pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. But someone else in this room had a pretty good day out, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, but she didn't hit many out of the middle of the bat, probably.
170 off 138. Let's talk about her and embarrass her.
It was a pretty special innings.
You were there?
Fair. Yep. Commentating on it, and I remember in the commentary booth, we have like a green room, and I went up to the producer, who's James Watson, who's now running Live Golf. Sorry, I just had to get the golf bit in, a little bit more.
You've got some merch on the way from James, do you?
Yeah. No, free tickets. Come on.
Adelaide.
Don't want merch.
Adelaide, February, be there.
But I said, we've got to get the highest scores in World Cup up on the screen. He goes, oh, no, we've already done that. And I said, no, for all men and women, not just Women's World Cup, because the pressure and the prestige of a World Cup is exactly the same. Whether it's men's or women's cricket, it still carries so much weight for the players. So for this bugger-lugs over here to do pretty well at it, we should absolutely celebrate it. And it was just funny. I mean, your arms were cramping up by the end.
Just touching it then, I'm like, I still have that feeling.
But she was hitting the ball so hard, and good luck to them. But it was a very special innings.
Never asked you this. What was the innings break like for you?
Oh my God, I was the most diva-ish I've ever been. It was so good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was laying on the bench. So I'm normally pretty self-sufficient. I'm like, leave me alone, I'm fine. Like, I'll be right. I got off. I'm laying on the bench, and the physio is massaging my forearms because I couldn't unclench my hands. They were stuck like that. And like the Poms were laughing at me on the field, and I was like, I literally can't get my hands apart. Like they were stuck. And then I was lying on the bench. She was massaging my forearms. Georgia Redmayne, who was the backup wiki on that trip, was making me a smoothie. And someone else was doing something dumb for me, like maybe give me a calf rub.
Someone like
something
fanning you as well and massaging your feet.
And I was literally like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, nobody take a photo of this at any point in time.
I wish there was.
So
I so wish there was.
But I was cooked.
How was your first 5 overs behind the stumps?
Nah, I was all right. I was like, once you're back in the contest, you're fine.
Okay, you're right.
You
Your adrenaline kicks in.
focus. Yeah.
But
were you cooked after it? Like the days after, mentally?
No.
No, you just hung over. Sorry.
Yeah.
That took away that
it
problem.
did take me a while to have my first beer actually after the World Cup, which is a rare thing for me. I think I had like 3 Coke Zeros first because I was like, I'm just like thirsty, which is a really good option for kids out there to grab the Coke Zero first. But yeah, once I got over that, I was fine.
Yeah.
Well hydrated.
Well hydrated. Oh, well, if you do it again in this World Cup, you're going to be in a worse place because I reckon Christchurch is slightly different conditions to the subcontinent, even though it's like... Is it dry season over there? Hopefully it is. It's not. You're not going to worry about.
It's not in the
much
height of the summer, so might be absolutely disgusting.
Who wins? Who plays? Who plays that Final Four?
Final Four.
Yeah, semis.
Australia.
Yep.
India.
Mm-hmm.
South Africa. New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, you've completely potted England there.
Well.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, we're previewing the World Cup, and it's an awkward one for me to talk about because I'm playing in it at the same time. But yeah, and not everyone at this point in time has named their squads either. But I assume most of the squads around there are pretty similar to what they've been playing in ODI cricket of late. But I'd be fascinated to see quite literally how England go. I think the 3 quicks is an interesting decision. Obviously, they've got Nat Siver will be back bowling, so they've got a little bit more pace.
Who hasn't bowled all summer as well. So, and then you got Heather Knight coming back from injury. Yeah. So it hasn't been smooth sailing for Charlotte and the England side.
Yeah.
But you never discount a side like that and quality players.
Why did you name India second? Are they clear second pick for you?
Yeah, they are. I'd love. I was fortunate enough to be in the stands and commentating for the T20 World Cup, where India and Australia played, and so again this one took centre stage and took it away as well with the bat in hand. But I think the way that they're tracking, their batting isn't just reliant on 2 or 3 players. I think they've got now a group of players that can contribute a hell of a lot. And then you got like a Richard Ghosh who's coming in at the back end who can put the icing on the cake, so to speak. And their bowlers obviously know those conditions well. And I think, I hope that the Indian fans come out and really support them and really lift them. And from all, what we've seen in WPL and recent times, bilateral series there, they do.
I think this is the most stable Indian side we've seen for a while, and they've actually laid out a similar squad to most of the last few bilateral series, and whereas that hasn't been the case, they've chopped and changed their bowling attack a lot, their opening batters have changed a lot, and this is the first time I think they're going in with some clarity, and I think that's really dangerous for everybody.
Oh, well, you're only as good as your last World Cup. 509 runs. You got to better that this time around.
510, here we come.
Hey, there's no point going overreaching here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, to be fair, I think I got most of them in the last 2 games.
She did actually 200.
So, yeah, I was pretty disappointed with my output leading into that, but to do it when it counts.
Start strong.
Do it when it counts.
Okay.
And the tour Around the Wickets, another plug for that, about it, like the cricket's the cricket, but the cultural experiences that you've got in your mind that you want to get people involved in?
On our website, we've actually put together the program. So ideally, meet 19th of October. You get 16-day tour. Go see the Taj, do some historical sites around Delhi. Between the last game, because the 2 games that we'll watch will be in indoor, so England and South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And then that group will go off to Jaipur, which is one of my favourite places in India. The architecture, the history, the palaces, the shopping, the jewellery, the textiles, all of that type of stuff is amazing. So chance for the group to kind of chill out and then go wherever the semi-final may be, and then Navi Mumbai for the final, so Mumbai. So literally I think it's 5 cities. They kind of touch on all internal flights, accommodation, transfers, hospitality box, tickets to sit and watch and cheer these girls on.
Get involved.
Yeah.
Give the website a plug.
At wickets.com, obviously WW at the start, but also look out for some opportunities. We're going to go, we're going to take, obviously a lot of past players tend to come to the test match at home. So obviously we play India at the Wacker. With the new stadium and everything, I think will be pretty special. So there'll be like a welcome dinner. And
someone's motivated for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the slide down there.
That's
how you should enter. Yeah, your walkout song.
Here she comes.
like the big freeze. No,
I'm looking forward to my emu export.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Sorry, what?
Sorry, the listener said in. She's never tried an emu export, like WA beer.
Oh.
Traditional beer.
Of course. Sorry.
And
so silly of
if
me.
If we win.
If you win or
If
score
we win,
a
I
century.
get one, but if I
What, just one?
If I get over my PTSD, we'll have 2. Yeah.
I'm demanding shotgun as well. Key in the side of a can and then down, but she's a little hesitant on that.
Should we? Yeah, she's done one of those before.
I bet she has.
I'll send you a video.
Anyway. We've painted you as a complete and utter bogan in this last half an hour.
Well, you're not far.
Yeah, I know. I hide it well.
On that, drinks break. Back in a moment with a look ahead to one of the key players in the men's Ashes this summer, and also some last-minute questions for Lisa. Guys, each week at the moment, we're previewing the men's Ashes by looking at one player in particular. Ben Duckett is that player this week. We're going England, Australia, England. We've had Harry Brook, had Nathan Lyon. This time, Ben Duckett. It's pretty obvious what his role is. Go and score a run of ball at the top of the innings and get England off to a flyer. In Australian conditions, does that suit what this guy is about?
Yep.
Okay, good chat about Ben Duckett. Thanks, everyone.
I think he's going to be crucial. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how Zach Crawley goes, but I think between Duckett and Harry Brook, the way that they approach Test cricket at the moment, and yes, we talk about the Australian conditions and it might not be as easy over here, but when the ball gets soft and the wickets get flatter, these guys are going to be really hard to get out. So I think his role at the top of the order is going to be crucial, getting off to good starts, and if he can cash in on that and make big hundreds, which we know he can in quick time, it's going to put the Aussies under pressure. So it's going to be fun to watch, that's all I know.
Yeah, it will be. My only concern for him is potentially with the new ball, the pace and bounce may cause some troubles for him. I agree with you. Once the ball is a little bit soft and he's in, his eyes in, away he goes. And I think the Australian public need to understand as well. I would imagine that Australia will use very similar tactics as they did over in England, where we may have people on the boundary straight away. And that just, when we're looking at Test cricket in its purest form, we expect a slip cordon, we expect cover mid-wicket to be open. Let's invite the drives and the edges. I think this England side, all they're doing is searching boundaries. You take that away from them. What else? What other stupid shots are they going to do?
So it was obvious in 2023 with Duckett and Crawley, but Duckett in particular, deep point.
Yeah, well,
from
straight
his
away.
first ball faced.
Because you actually want him playing that shot in particular. You don't want to give him any width because he'll take that all day, every day. So if you actually put the deep point back, you want him playing that shot no matter what the line of the delivery is. Ideally, you're probably hitting that fourth stump, maybe even a little bit tighter to him. But you still want him to try and hit to deep point, and that'll bring your slips cordon into play. So it's actually an attacking option whilst it looks a little bit negative. And also, when you're not giving him boundaries, he feels the need to start hitting boundaries.
And go harder and harder and harder.
Yep.
His record so far, 38 tests, nearly 3,000 runs, averaging 42, which is pretty good going for an opener, 600s. And the recent series against India, where, Lisa, they were batting on roads for the best part of that series, he averaged 51, which as part of that average was 149 in the first test. So it tells you it's harsh to say to a guy that you've averaged 51 in the series and you haven't taken full advantage. But I don't know if he feels that maybe he should have capitalised a bit better in that series, especially without Bumrah playing all tests.
I think England, looking at that series, would be disappointed that they just didn't finish it off. Like there were stages in that series where they should have been able, like even the last test, should have been able to get across the line and get the job done. But that, at the end of the day, to win a test match, you've got to take 20 wickets as well. So whilst it's the batter's jobs to score and score big, you've still got to also pick up the wickets, and that's where I sense England may struggle as well over here in Australia.
But Adam, think about this, right? They're a team that they're not about the milestones. They're not about the individual accomplishments.
Oh, so here we go.
It's pretty hard to, go about your business when you're not there for the individual accomplishments. So how do you feel disappointed by averaging 51?
What are they there for?
Well, evidently winning tests, but you might need to make an individual score to do that.
Morality. But Duckett in particular, he doesn't mind a little chat out there as well. You imagine that he's going to be involved in whatever kind of stirs up back pages around the country during November, December, January.
It just seems like dribble. I mean, but that's
coming from this one.
Yeah, which is perfect, which works really well.
You really admire Ben Duckett.
Yeah,
what a great guy.
Like between him and Harry Brook, there's sense, and then there's a lot of nonsensical stuff as well. But I mean, I guess when England are playing India, there's probably a miscommunication at times. There's not a lot of understanding either way. But I think when England are playing Australia, there'll be a lot of what. What?
So it'll be interesting to see how Ben Duckett does go against the three big quicks, because back in 2023, he had a 98 in there. Was that the one where Mitch took the catch and then was that innings and they forgot about the rules of cricket and wait a minute, I didn't catch it, and then he was getting
it's all interpretation of the laws.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't put the ball on the ground, Mitch, for God's sake.
But average 35 in that one.
Even after you've caught it.
I'll be fascinated. He obviously, I don't know, he set himself out here for play BBL last year, maybe to have a little recce for conditions and the like. So I'll be absolutely fascinated to see how this guy goes on Australian decks.
I think the advantage that England have potentially is that the second test isn't a pink ball test. So if they can actually start off well and upset the apple cart, so to speak, that gives them a good chance to get into this Test series and almost get ahead of the curve. So they'll come all guns blazing at the Wacker. So Australia have to be ready. They can't afford to have
Optus.
Optus. They can't.
I wish it was at the Wacker.
Yeah, they can't afford to have the first Test like they did against India last summer against England, because they haven't got that backup of the pink ball test, which we know and love, and Mitch just goes through the batting orders for fun.
Aussie top 3 batting order. Series prediction. Those two for you.
I give up with this top 3 because...
But you're going to wait until the bat off in the
Isn't
Shield.
it great how nobody knows, though?
No, I don't
Fantastic.
know now.
Do you know how many people ask me on the golf course and they expect me to know the answer, and all I say is, what do you think? And they go, I don't know. And I'm like, so what do you think I know?
Yeah.
I think until Shield cricket starts, we won't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they've decided.
So we're going a bat off.
Has to be. It's an old-fashioned test yourself in Shield cricket.
Perfect. Under
But-
pressure.
Let it be a bat off,
Mm.
but let it please be an opener. Someone who's
Okay.
done it.
Don't
Please
repurpose
don't-
a middle order.
I just don't feel we need to go down that path again.
Mm.
Maybe when Usman decides to call it a day, we need to do that. But how about pick an opener?
I'm interested in how Healy's mindset is when people come up to her at the golf course and ask her who's opening, because generally speaking that means she's on someone else's fairway and she sprayed one.
Yeah.
So she's in a shit mood to start with.
Well, actually, no, it's more the people I play with, Adam, because I don't play with
those
my
people.
own little group like you do. I play with everybody at the golf club.
Oh.
Hey.
And what, Ashes prediction as well?
Yeah,
Australia
do
will
it.
win, and I think they'll win comfortably.
Oh, okay. Cool.
4-0 with a washout in Sydney.
Excellent.
3-1.
Okay. Some last minute questions here.
Sydney. Don't give them the fuel.
Don't be nice. We've had enough rain. Don't be cruel, I should say. Let's just some last minute questions. We're heading to the player camp next week.
Oh, are you?
Which means that we get...
this is great.
And Cricket Australia,
they actually invited you guys.
Yeah, and we get 40 minutes with a designated set list of players. And Cricket Australia, in the kindness of their hearts, decided to give us her for 40 minutes because we never have access to her.
Are you serious?
Yes. No, she's off the list.
Okay.
No, I do actually. I was thinking about it the other day. I actually do want to interview her because they have to wear all their cricket gear. So I wanted her to sit there like an absolute numpty in her full cricket kit.
Get in
Westpac.
I was going to say, get her to get the blazer out as well.
Yeah.
All right, don't give them ideas, Lisa.
Exactly. We've got a question for everyone that we're going to ask there. So you get the first. You're the test case here. Player that you'd have bat for your life, bowl for your life, or keep field for your life. To score a century to save your life, to take a 5 for save your life, or pull off an amazing feat in the field to save your life. One of each.
Belinda Clark to bat for.
Especially on that ground that she had the 200 in the World Cup. She's telling me about
little middle income ground.
Yeah.
We played there against the West
30-metre
Indies. Oh, seriously.
Not to belittle the achievement of Belinda.
No. Oh, no, it was still amazing.
Yeah, she still didn't get out.
To bowl for Marizan Cap.
Yep.
It's actually a pretty good shout.
And field keep.
Field keep. I'm going to go old school a little bit. Leonie Coleman.
Why is that?
She was very good behind the stumps.
Mm-hmm. Better than her.
Yeah, she was.
She was like this short little thing from Moonbee out near Tamworth. Trained under Chris Matthews, a little bit like this one as well. So very accomplished with glove work, and she was very good. And unfortunately, didn't get an opportunity to really probably play a lot of international cricket. But when she was there, she had a huge impact.
What we're going to do, we're going to collate all these on YouTube. Just don't do one big series of...
People will go, who's that?
Yeah.
Play for your life.
Yeah.
Play for your life. It'll be an educational series for a lot of people as well. That's all we had time for, Lise. Thanks so much for dropping by. Good luck with the tour.
Thank you.
Good luck with the tour yourself, but I'll see you before you actually do get on the tour, and try and make those people who are spending their hard-earned to get over there happy.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see him at the bar.
Probably. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, thanks for watching the Willow Talk podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't have to miss an episode wherever you are. And while you're at it, check out these videos up here. They're mostly good.